The day before she was killed, 27-year-old Ashley Oakland spent the afternoon with her brother Josh at a Panera in downtown Ankeny, Iowa. Her real estate career was going well at the time, and she'd recently joined Iowa Realty, the largest real estate firm in the entire state, and she had hired Josh to help her as an assistant. And they sat there for about 4 hours. She trained him. It was a completely ordinary afternoon. The next day was Friday, April 8th, 2011, and Ashley was holding an open house at a model townhome in the Stone Creek Villas subdivision in West Des Moines, a development built by a company called Rotland Homes. She arrived, set up, and then she waited for potential buyers. And shortly before 2 p.m., an employee of Rotland Homes who was working on the site that day heard a commotion coming from inside the model home. She went to check on it, and when she walked through that door, found Ashley on the floor with 2 gunshot wounds, one to the head, one to the chest, and she called 911 immediately. Ashley was rushed to the hospital, but she unfortunately died from her injuries. And this killing sent shockwaves through Iowa, not just through Ashley's family and friends, but through the entire real estate community. An agent had been murdered alone in broad daylight, just doing her job. I mean, really, who would be out there hunting down 27-year-old real estate agents, and why? Well, police quickly concluded that they did not believe it was a random act. It made no sense short of a madman just coming through the door and shooting. Now, someone had targeted Ashley or targeted that location for a reason. But what that reason was, nobody could answer. The investigation that followed was large scale, and over the next decade, West Des Moines detectives interviewed more than 500 people and followed up on over 900 tips. Ashley's family themselves put up a $150,000 reward for information leading to an arrest. Iowa's Attorney General eventually launched a dedicated cold case unit, and Ashley's case was one of the first they spotlighted. Year after year passed by, though, and still no arrest. Until very recently, when on March 17th of 2026, nearly 15 years to the day, everything changed.
West Des Moines police detectives arrested 53-year-old Kristen Ramsey without incident.
West Des Moines police arrested 53-year-old Kristen Ramsey and charged her with first-degree murder. A Dallas County grand jury had already reviewed the evidence and issued a true bill of indictment. She was taken into custody and held on a $2 million cash-only bond, and here's why. At the time of Ashley's murder in 2011, Ramsey was working as an administrative assistant and sales manager for Rotland Homes, the very company that built and owned the townhome where Ashley was killed. In the months after Ashley's death, Ramsey left Rotland Homes and went to work for a title and escrow company owned by Iowa Realty, the same firm Ashley had worked for. Ramsey's former boss at Rotland, Stephen Kahn, told ABC News that he had no idea any of this was coming. He described Ramsey as the nicest person he knew and said he was totally shocked by the arrest. He also mentioned that he had sat next to Kristen Ramsey at Ashley's funeral, something that is pretty creepy to say the least in hindsight. As of right now, prosecutors and investigators have not publicly released a motive, and they've not explained what finally broke the case open after 15 years. And maybe the motive was out of jealousy or a way to advance her career, or maybe something else entirely. We just don't know yet. What's good is that at least this case is finally getting some answers. Ashley's brother Josh stood before cameras after the arrest and said what his family had been holding on to for nearly a decade and a half.
Today is a day my family has thought about very often over the last 14 years.
As to what exactly happened, we'll have to wait and see what comes out in court in the coming months.